and all of those other things. That's when that comes into play, when you're not a genuine,
human being.
Exactly, with good morals and character and integrity. Now, what you got to understand, men date and women date with intentions for different reasons.
Okay.
A lot of women believe in hypergamy. We went over that plenty of times. I mean, they like men to be providers and protectors. A man to make more than them and to be able to take care of the home, to be able to provide and protect more than just finances and physical. You have to protect the woman more than just physically. You got to protect them, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of those other things. I mean, so once you see this man and he's that's where the phrase show ponies come from. You look good, but you're only for show. Can this man lead your home? Can he lead you in a relationship and in a household and in life and in business and in other things? I mean, can he truly lead more than just in the bedroom?
Or is he going to lead you to the gates ahead?
All right, now, okay, we're back, and I'm still starting this thing off because Kyra still is just a circle that breathes. That's all she is. That's all she is. She's a circle that breathes. But we want to welcome you here to another episode of Candid Conversations. We are back. It's your guy, Deacon, and we're going to get the show started by first bringing out the circle that breathes. Come on out here, Kyra.
Go to hell, Derek. Okay. Yeah, I don't pay Derek no mind. Derek is a troublemaker. Always has been. And he always better be. Yes, I am just a circle. Hopefully by next week I will not be a circle.
You're not just a circle. You're a circle that breathes.
Oh gosh.
But like we said, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. So here's the guy who brings us the good times. And I can guarantee you he got something to talk about.
Lord.
None other than your favorite Patterson fire officer.
Oh God, I ain't messing with you. I know my man was in the intro. That man was in the intro cooking though. Should let that play longer.
He be saying some stuff, boy. He be saying
some stuff, all right. He be saying some stuff.
He be saying some stuff.
Don't do that. Next thing you know, these alarms going to get me up out of here. Somebody burn something.
Right, because here we go.
Oh God. But hello, everybody.
We're gonna get this show started. If you haven't read the titles on the social media or what's scrolling down the bottom, today we're talking about, can a woman still be submissive when her person isn't handling business in the bedroom? How can I trust you to lead me if you can't lead me to Pleasure Town? Come on, somebody, touch your neighbor. Touch your neighbor and say, is that it?
Stupid.
Look to your neighbor, neighbor, you done or you through?
Derek is on fire today.
Gonna be one of them ones.
Yep, because it's gonna be his lawn next.
Hey, that was a shot, kind of.
Right? Kinda.
On
I gotta
that.
find my lawn. My lawn is hitting.
Yo, I can't with you. All right, beautiful peoples. Hello, how are you, Lashana? The answer to that question is I think you can. I'm not I think you can. I'm not gonna say you can, but I think so.
Can what?
You can be submissive if your partner isn't
Do we got a
handling
video?
business in the bedroom.
The
No.
only video we can find is if he could tell me what to do, he can tell
Oh,
me.
wait a minute. I do. I have a video. I found one. I'm gonna send it to you, Eric. What you laughing for? You don't trust my videos?
Yeah, I
Mm,
do.
those are videos.
I don't
Mr.
trust you.
Roberts, how are you,
Oh
sir?
well, you shouldn't trust me.
We trust you.
We
No,
trust
you
you.
don't.
We trust you. But you were saying, I'm sorry.
But to me, I
Hello,
don't know.
Mr. William.
I, don't-
Go
I don't.
ahead.
I don't know because it's hard enough to get you to. It's hard enough to get you to submit, to get y'all to submit when we doing everything right. So if we already got something against us, got a strike against us. I don't know how good it's gonna look in that submissive department. The moment he tell you what to do, and you looking at him like, who you think you talking to?
But it's possible
Oh, here we go with this possible.
It's possible, but you got to be a certain. You
because
got to be a
women, because you
certain
gotta think
level.
about it. It's a lot of men that think they pleasuring their person, their significant other, and they really not. But a woman will still make a man feel like he's doing something. So you don't, mess up his ego.
Yeah, until y'all have an argument.
Mm-hmm.
If you and your little ass.
That's not the
Exactly.
point. That is not the
I mean, I'll say this. I'm looking at the title, and it says, "Can a woman still be submissive?" So that's with the assumption that the woman was already submissive. When we know in our culture that that word "submit" and "submissive" is like taboo.
It's not taboo.
It is. I've seen more women go against the word obey and submit versus adhering to it.
I've seen women remove it out of their vows.
Go ahead, sisterhood. What you got?
Remove what out the vows?
That word.
We just forgot about the words now.
The word submissive is in vows?
Obey.
That word is long
That's
gone.
that's in the vows?
Yes. Look at you. That's in the vows.
And hers is to honor and holler at them. Think about listening to them.
I didn't know that word was in vows.
For that
You
very
seen the
reason.
video? You seen the video where the two was standing there, and when they went to say that, she was like,
Eh,
well,
I'll go with that first. Can a woman still be submissive? You got some that feel like they ain't even subscribing to that.
absolutely.
And I agree with that. Some don't understand what that means. I totally agree. 100%.
So let's look it up then. What does submissive mean? As Kyra sends me the video.
And understand there's more than one meaning to things. So
Right. So it says the action of or fact of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will or authority of another person.
you done
The
lost it.
action of
You done
we
lost
lost them, so
it.
you said to a superior.
So
So you
you
heard
done lost
superior. You women set that off.
yield, authority, and superior.
You
God.
all triggering words.
God. God. So, all right. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
We had 12 people, and as soon as we said those words, we went down to 8.
Good.
The action of presenting a proposal, application, or other document for consideration or judgment. That doesn't apply. It says, let me see what the other definition is. I think that's pretty much.
I got one right here. I got a definition. What black women won't do. That's what mine said. Nah, just joking. I don't want no sauce. My mama black and I'm not gay.
It's the adjective ready to conform to the authority or will of others.
Conform and authority. That's gone.
Meekly, to be meekly obedient or passive.
Meekly. Woo. Mm-mm.
All these words
triggering.
All these are triggering words.
Yeah. Kyra already left. Mm-mm.
But understanding that in a relationship, when we speak of submission, submissiveness is a two-sided walk. It's not just one person who's expected to be submissive. You're being submissive to each other. But most times, neither party is willing to submit to each other, or one side is expecting the other person to submit while they don't have to. So, and I think that's why we have such a negative connotation behind the word.
I think they view it as a weakness. Like, you ain't my boss. I ain't submitting to nobody. When we conform all the time. You know what I mean? We conform, subconsciously. Like me as a fireman. I mean, I have to wear a certain thing.
Right.
I mean, so to say, oh, I ain't conforming to nothing, then I walk in the firehouse with a uniform on.
Right.
I just conformed. I mean, you conform when you drive. You put your seatbelt on. You conform all day long. I think that's where some of the people say you can go to work and conform to your boss because you don't, the consequences, I guess, is threatened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you won't conform or submit to your man, but you will conform and submit to your boss. So, I mean, I don't want to get lost in just that aspect of the conversation. I just wanted to, because it said still be submissive.
Right.
We all know that's a conversation in itself. Now, could you be, if that woman that is submissive, could she still be? I think that woman that's submissive is a different type of woman. That's not, a rebellious, because we got some rebellious spirits out here. It's not that rebellious type of woman. It's the woman that, that looking to submit for a greater cause in a relationship, a greater purpose. So to her, sex may not be everything. If you're bad in sex, but understand that he's a good provider. He takes care of the family. He's a good leader. He's, other things. I mean, because he ain't piping you down crazy, but he has all the other boxes checked off. Do you leave him? I think that's a fool, because you can get somebody to learn how to pleasure you the way that you want them to pleasure you. Certain men possess certain qualities that just characteristics and things that some men just ain't going to have.
Right.
You know, just that will to work and drive. If you know that I can count on this guy. If it's raining out here, if my car broke down and you call Tyrone and say, I'm on the parkway, I need you to come get me. He gonna be like, you breaking up. I can't hear you. He ain't coming.
Yeah.
But you know, Gerald gonna be like, all right, I'm on my way. He gonna be on his way all the time. But Gerald ain't piping you the way that person is piping.
Right.
You know what I mean? So do you compromise the sex for a more complete man in other areas? I think one that won't compromise, I think that's a fool, because you're not going to get all the boxes checked off. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody can checks off all the boxes, but it's just like
What's of
Darlene
importance
said,
to you more?
when all her needs are being met, I'm quite sure she has no reason not to be submissive. So it
But
doesn't always.
that's the thing. That if he ain't hitting a home run in the bedroom, that means all needs aren't met. But are you willing to compromise one thing over the other? Like what's of
But like I said earlier, I think women do that anyway. I think because, like I said, everybody ain't always putting it down, and women don't always put it out there for they man that they not be really being satisfied. They just, let him feel the way he want to feel. If he feel good about himself, let him keep feeling good about himself, and you just keep pushing. And because there's other things that is a little bit more important than in that. And you don't want to crack no man ego like.
Yeah, no.
Being
You don't want to crack their ego while they
where it's at.
you don't want to crack no ego while they're in your good graces. But the minute they come at you the wrong way, they raise their voice, or they put their foot down because they the man. Yeah, you gonna put them right back in place, and that's right where you gonna hit them.
You know that she always trying to be politically correct. Get out of here.
No.
That's like oh, he's my teddy bear. All that's a playground. He's just that's my fluffy teddy bear. And as soon as they get mad at you, you're like, yo, fat ass, you need to. It's like, put that dog down. Hey, hold up, I was just your sexy teddy bear last night. Now you calling me a fat
But
ass.
it don't always have to be. You can argue without insulting the person that you with.
I know that. We're just saying that, yeah, some people will fake the funk or go without, but soon as something go down, now you a little thing punk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm pretty sure if it's little, he know it's little. You live with it all your life.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying.
Where did we get here?
If
we
you
going into that, you know what I'm saying.
If you've been living with a Peter Weeder all your life, first of all, you shouldn't be arguing really with nobody because you already know what it's gonna be. So you should already be used to it.
This motherfucker said Peter Weeder.
That's what it's called.
And at this moment, we're gonna take a commercial break to play this video so we can regroup. It's not a long one, so we just got a minute to regroup.
Listen, if I'm struggling, I can't suck your dick with pride. I can't. Come on, bro. Like, how you want a woman who's surviving, fighting for survival to be? If I'm fighting for survival, there's no way I can be submissive. Let's go. No way. It's no way those two could go. If I'm fighting to live, if I'm fighting to create a life for my children, if I'm fighting every day to provide, if I'm fighting every day to do everything. It's no way I could come home and just curl up and just open my legs and love on you and just massage your shoulders, take your shoes off for you, cook you dinner, suck your dick. And like, you want me to do that with pride? It's no way I can do it with pride. It's no way I can do it with pride.
I thought we was going to something PG-13. We went worse.
Right.
You were like, we're going to take a commercial break for Peter Weeder.
Right.
I ain't gonna fuck you. Like, what?
This came from this. I did not pick this Video clip. This is what happened when you trust people.
And from the archives of Pornhub, we have.
Don't let
This is what happened when you can't trust people.
violate.
She said, I can't suck your dick with pride. I didn't ask you to be prideful.
Shit, she being honest. She said what she said. She being honest and she telling the damn truth.
Like, oh Lord.
Telling the truth on her situation. I see some of those posts and all. I just commented on the one post. A young lady was like, "Oh, I'm supposed to go to work, come home, take care of the kids. I'm supposed to cook. I'm supposed to clean. I'm supposed to do the laundry and feed you, and supposed to sleep with you, and such and such." So I was like, "Hold up. So a man is supposed to go to work, come home, fix this, fix that, mow the grass, trim the hedges, get the tires changed, be the chauffeur, get the worst gifts for Father's Day versus Mother's Day. He's supposed to do all of these different things and still please you. Like, men do things too. Why we always have these conversations where it's just a one-sided thing? No, that's not reality. That's just your house.
And that
That's
could
it.
be so, but it could be true for many.
In many houses, and the same thing with men.
Pinky, if anybody thinks
I'll tell you one
I'm
thing.
just saying.
I'll tell you one thing with COVID. Let's just take COVID alone with your essential workers, which was probably 75-80% of men as far as police, fire, military, stuff like that. We were getting slaughtered. And a lot of y'all was just sitting with your feet up, chilling, hanging out, just home with all of this loan forgiveness and PPP loans and extra checks and this, that, and the third. Like, we don't talk about stuff like that.
Seafood boils.
Yeah, we don't talk about stuff like that. We just talk about when we upset about some shit. But while we was out there fending for our lives, keeping y'all safe.
Women
Now
was out there doing it too.
Now the podcast has come back on, and now you gotta can't suck dick for pride or something. Like, go on, get your ass out of here.
We all was in the struggle together during COVID. We wasn't all sitting at home chilling.
I was out in the street, and I know for a fact, we all was not out there struggling.
I was out there working. I ain't get no days off. I work in the medical field. I wasn't getting no days off.
I said that
while everybody was sitting at home collecting checks, I wanted to check.
Remember, and hey, nurses, y'all was in them trenches, and I was right there with you. I said 70-80% was men out there.
That was a strong 30 to 20% of women. That's
30, 35. 30, 35.
I'm not taking them statistics. But I'm not believing those statistics.
Police and fire alone, women, because women are just 5%. Hold up, women are just 5% of the fire service. That's it.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna take another break so Roshan can check his ring and make sure his batteries are charged. Because someone is on the way.
On their way to my lawn. Potholes in my lawn. New De La Soul now. Me and Derek is the new De La Soul. Potholes in my lawn.
Thomas, I don't know what you mean by what you say. So explain it a little bit. Explain that to me like I'm a 2-year-old.
Oh Lord, not a 2-year-old. That's when we know.
Hey, you want Thomas to do it?
Yeah, the devil child must do it. Yeah, I need step-by-step understanding. See, you made me forget what I was gonna say.
Good.
You made me forget.
Well, I had, of course, I have to ask. I have to ask people that I know, and one of my good friends, she was completely honest and said absolutely not. She said she cannot submit to a man that she can't trust to get her to, because you're supposed to be able to trust and believe in them that they can take you and get you to a certain place. And if they can't do that on all levels, then it's hard to be submissive. And I kind of can understand that, because when you are missing
Hey, Justin.
those shots in the bedroom equal to a certain level of respect. So you can do all the other things really well. You can provide for them. You can provide for them. You can respect them. You can speak to them nice. You can do all the things that they need you to do, that they expect you to do. But if you're missing that, if you're hitting in that area, for some, that respect level is going to drop, and you can't say submit to, you can't say submit or be submissive without that word respect. If you don't respect that person, there's no possible way you can submit to them.
I can agree with that. I just think that's unfortunate. I think that's a bit juvenile. Because that's something that's something that you can go into a learned experience to better. Certain character traits, people are just who they are. But you learn your partners. If you go from partner to partner to partner to partner, you got to learn that person and learn that person's body. So everybody is not the same. Everybody ain't gonna like the same things.
Right.
Everybody ain't gonna do things the same way. So they may have to learn you and your body and what entices you and gets you to that a certain place. So you may have to teach somebody how to treat you. You know what I mean? You may have to, like they say, you know what I mean?
Only if they're willing to learn.
I mean, then you got a situation. But I mean, do you disrespect or not submit to the person just because they're not pleasing you from just what they got and what they know? Because if you got a virgin, and I'm speaking from a man's perspective, if you got a virgin woman, she probably ain't gonna please you the way that you want to be pleased coming out of the gate. If you're experienced, it's just not gonna happen. So are you gonna say, "Oh, I don't want her"? I know that we view women probably different than women view men, because men are looked to dominate in the bedroom on a wider scale. I don't want to trigger nobody at all. I need to check my damn.
No, I mean, I don't think anybody want to
Communicating,
be unhappy either,
knowing
because
your
Mhm.
no, communicating with each other, knowing your partner, knowing what they like, knowing what they don't like, where they like to be kissed, where they like to be touched, if they like to be held a certain way, or like whatever that person may like. The last person, you bring in the game plan from the last things.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now you get this new person that may be into something totally different, and you may have to learn that person. So I wouldn't
Well,
say
yeah.
throw that. I would say throw the relationship away, because once you start being disrespectful, you're compromising your relationship. So I wouldn't throw the relationship away if he check off, the majority of the boxes there, because you ain't gonna get 100% of everything. Ladies, stop thinking that, or even having that in your mind. You're not gonna get 100% of everything, especially the older you get.
Oh, they warming up their cars.
I
Tread
mean,
light.
I think everybody know that they're not going to get everything they want in one person. It's just,
But you have
you know,
some that will leave for the silliest thing.
yeah, you will, but
Let,
that's,
let, let me say this. Let me say this. The women that's in the chat and listening, or on this, that, and third. If you had a man that pay the bills, help pay the bills, the majority of the bills, do this, did that, but he had erectile dysfunction.
uh,
Could you respect him and work with him through it? Because I said pay the bills and this, that, and third, because I'm going to assume if y'all just starting out and he got erectile dysfunction, y'all ain't going no further. Because I hear it all the time. I don't want no bill to boot. I don't want nobody coming with no baggage. I don't want nobody coming such and such. Now you coming in and your joint don't work, but you're a good guy. Are you willing to work with him through that if he got all of those boxes checked off, or are you going to walk away?
Well, that all depends on if he can work through it.
That's what I'm asking. Like you as a woman, would you be able to work through it if he check all those other boxes, but he got a erectile dysfunction?
If it's dysfunctional, ain't so much work.
No, you probably got a health issue. There's pills to help you. There's other things that that you can do. That's why I said, are you willing to work through it, that process, or you just like throw the whole man away?
No, you don't throw the whole man away. You deal with it, and you just deal with it. Whichever way y'all choose to deal with it, that's how you deal with it. But no, you don't throw the man away. Women have problems too.
I get it.
Yeah, but we are more accepting of your problems than y'all are accepting of ours.
Uh-oh.
I can't do nothing but laugh. Are y'all though?
Yeah, very.
Yeah, y'all more accept. Okay.
No, you don't think so?
No, I don't. But that's just my opinion. I don't think that y'all more acceptable. Y'all just like us. Y'all just don't say nothing. That's all.
Right, but even if we don't say anything, we still, because here's the thing. A woman can say, a woman and a man can both have, let's say a man and woman both live similar lives, mirrored lives, right? A woman can, let's say a woman has bad sex, or her box is trash, right? And a man has a Peter Weeder, so his sex is bad, right? A woman, that man will deal with the fact that the sex is not what it should be, and in the middle of an argument, he will not come back and say, well, your box is trash. We don't go into a place of breaking down that person based on their sex, where a woman that'll be the first thing she goes through to make sure that she takes your neck off.
The attack.
Right. So that's where the differences happen. Pink, hi, Pink. Pink, I would love to click the chat, because I will click the link, because I would love for you to pop up and tell me how that's a lie.
Somebody said that's a lie?
Yeah, Pinky said that's a lie.
No, that's not true.
I mean, for me, this is how I feel about all of that. Women be attacking men with about whatever. Yeah, do women do it? Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. We've seen
women do it. It's not like it's not like it's unheard of. Women do it.
Yeah.
And men do it too.
It's not nowhere that Derek is spot on.
It's the same thing. Men do it, women do it.
No.
On who the person. It's everything always is a situational type of thing to me.
We're not talking about situational. We're talking about it's lopsided here.
It is lopsided.
It's happening more on the woman's side than it happened on the men's side.
I'm not saying that women don't do it, and I'm not saying that men don't do it.
It's very rarely.
No, what I'm saying, you're talking like it's equal when it's not.
Right. And it's not equal.
Did I say it was equal?
You saying that? No, what you said was. I said
it was lopsided. I didn't say. I said some men do it, some women do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's a blanket statement.
Some.
That's a blanket statement. Some men do it, some women do it. No, women do it way more than men do it.
Right, and that was the point.
That's his
How you
point.
know?
I'm not saying that men don't.
How
I
you know?
said
Because
it's
of what you
very
hear?
rare.
Because
It's
I
very
can say the
rare
same
that
thing.
a
I
man.
hear it too. How you know that? Because
I
that's
said
what
it's
you
very
hear.
rare. I'm just saying it's very rare. It's rare. I'm not saying. Let me not even say very. It's rare. You'll find
But how do
women.
you know that?
What do you mean? How do I know that? Because of
Stop it, cousin.
the
Stop. You
circles
be
that
just
we're
trying to make
in.
arguments just to make it.
You'll
I
find
didn't hear you.
you'll find women who will tear down or break or go at a man publicly, go at a man for his lack of or his whack sex before you have a man go at a female. Now, am I saying that there's not men who won't do it? Yes, there are men who would do it,
Yeah.
but for the most part, there are women who will go to that. Women will go to that piece far before there's a man that goes to that piece.
That's what a statement "fighting with your mouth" comes from.
Right.
You know that. You're gonna do
I
this
know
shit
what.
like, nah, what you gonna
I know what.
you know that what he's saying is true.
Did I say that what he said wasn't?
You ain't say it was.
I didn't say it wasn't. What I said was what I said, which was men do it, women do it. That's what I
obvious.
said.
That's obvious. But what he's saying is it's lopsided. That's something that a
And
woman.
I agree with him.
I'm
And
sorry?
I agree with that.
Okay, it's boom. Let's stop it right there. Okay, she's agrees. So. Y'all got that on record? Y'all got that on record?
I've
So
been said that though. It wasn't like I never said it.
kick her ass out because she agreed with us.
It's not like I never said it. I did say that it was lopsided, and I agree with him that it is lopsided. I said that.
You said men do it and women do it.
And I also said if you listen when you listen back to the video, you'll hear me say it is very lopsided. That's exactly what I said.
I don't want to listen to it.
But that's the whole point. The whole point is that it's very lopsided, and that's the point. We're not saying that it doesn't happen, or we're not saying that men don't do it. We're saying that the likelihood of a woman doing it more than a man is far greater.
I told y'all it's a school that y'all go to. There's a school that y'all go to that teach y'all those catchphrases. Your mama black, you gay, you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit. Like all those little catchphrases, because it seemed like soon as they hit a certain age, you can see it on Facebook. Who hurt you? It's like,
I can agree with that.
It's like soon as like it's crazy, it's repetitive. It's like you know it's coming. Like soon as you say, "Oh well, I think women who hurt you, who hurt you," I'm like, "Yo, where did I teach this at?" It's like soon as you get to a certain point, it's like you just get all of these phrases, and it's like it's weird. It's weird. It's like y'all
I can agree. I can agree with Keith.
Keith makes a very good point here. Keith makes a very good point.
He does.
A man would not do that to a woman he cares about. But women do not care about your feelings in the moment. And most times after the moment is passed, they still not gonna come back and apologize. They'll come and try to give you some head or fix you a plate. Like, you want to eat something? You want something to eat? But they won't come back and say, yo, you know what, babe?
It's really the same thing because women will disrespect the man that she don't respect anyway.
Right. And
so it doesn't matter.
That's the whole idea that we're talking about. Because if he is lacking thereof in that arena, she has little respect for him already. So when she gets mad, she's going to disrespect him, and she's going to disrespect him openly. That's the whole point. An apology is an apology. Apology, you can't make up your own form of an apology. An apology is, hey, I was wrong for this. I was wrong for this. I'm sorry that I did
then
this.
Don't take the apology.
No, I told
just don't take the apology.
I told you about these people with these sorry ass apologies. I'm sorry.
It's buggy. Look, wait. Look at this. Look at that.
Pick a struggle.
No, no, no. That's not what we're doing. That's
That
not what
is
we.
so toxic. That is
Yeah,
so
that's not what we're doing. That's because
That
some
is
of us
not
lack
toxic.
accountability.
that is
That is
so
not
toxic.
toxic. That is not toxic. That is pick a struggle.
No,
What do you want?
that's
One,
somebody that's going to get kicked out of the house. Bye.
there
That is
you go,
toxic.
Pink. You ain't getting both.
Yeah, and you're going to get out this house.
Who gonna put me out?
I ain't talking about you. You don't live. You don't live. What are you talking about?
Who gonna put who out the house? You gonna put
The
your woman
relationship.
out the house
If
because she
you,
won't
if you,
apologize?
my point. No, because that the mentality. Not saying her. I don't know you, sweetheart. But the mentality like that somebody don't want to take accountability for their actions. That's going to surface in other places in a relationship. It's not just going to be there. I mean, that's your character. For you to be like, that's why I told you. Those sorry ass hold up. Those sorry ass apologies. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you took it that way. That ain't no apology. I'm sorry for doing what I done.
Right. But
I'm sorry for that.
and here's
I'm
the
sorry.
lopsided
I'm sorry because you felt that way is not apologizing for your actions. You're
Right.
telling me you're sorry. I felt a sort of way about what you did. You're not sorry for what you did. So if a person that lacks accountability like that, you ain't gonna be nothing in a relationship anyway.
Daughter disagreement. Some men use experiences of an ex to prove a point, but they forget it's the reason why it's an ex. Okay, Miss Darlene. And I
And
totally agree with Pinky.
here's the lopsided part of it. Because if a man openly disrespects a woman, we have to write a 90-page soliloquy of all the reasons we are sorry or why we apologize and why we are sorry excuse for a man and why we need to start looking and being more accountable for the things we do because we don't respect you and we never respected you and we didn't and we need to be held accountable for not respecting you because if we really did respect you, if we really did love you, there's no way those words would have ever left our part of our lips and walked across social media. But y'all can say whatever y'all want, as Pink said, when you are in your feels, and we're just supposed to take it, or we supposed
You
to.
don't have to take it.
No, the ideal is if we want to be with you, we just have to take it, and we can't even get a part way apology. We have to pick if we want to get makeup head or an apology because one or the other is going to happen.
Okay.
No, there ain't no okay.
We can't come into the room and say, "Hey, big head, open your legs so I can stroke you out," and that's an apology. Y'all not even trying to hear that.
Dinner,
That's the lopsidedness of it.
dinner, vacations, all these different things to make up.
How you choose to apologize is your business.
Hold up, this is us. We gotta do flowers,
Right.
vacations, dinner, and then here you come with your funky self talking about pull your Peter Weeder out or you want to.
If you got a Peter Weeder, I definitely ain't saying that.
we gotta wait for a rainy day and go outside with a boom
too
box
much work.
and get pneumonia just so you can forgive us. Like it's crazy. And the ideal is a matter of respect. And if you are not fulfilling that part of a person's life, it's very hard, no matter if you're doing everything else right. For some, it's very hard for them to truly, fully respect you as at that position in their life.
Because they're not happy.
It's no longer the days of just happy wife, happy life. It's happy spouse.
They're not happy. So therefore he could check all the boxes. And if she's not happy with this sex, she ain't happy with this sex. She gonna get her happiness from somewhere.
And he's gonna lack in other places. You're not gonna get 100%. It's not a bunch of Sean's walking around here. It's only like 2 of them.
Teresa, it's not. It's a Peter Weeder is not a thing now. That's just what I call it. I've forever. They're Peter Weeders to me. But it's not a thing. It's my thing.
Peter Weeder.
I think it's a Peter Weeder.
It just rolls off. It rolls off like it's nothing.
Right.
Well, what else do you want me to say?
I don't want to say nothing. Don't put no more videos on either.
What else is there to
Obviously, the
say?
videos
It's a
is
small
first thing.
penis. You want me to you just want me to call it a small penis? You don't want me to call
I want you to call it whatever you want. No longer the days that where it's just happy wife, happy life. It's happy spouse, happy house.
But both spouses got to be happy, right?
Yeah, so that mean apologize for your nonsense.
That mean grow one.
Grow
now
what?
here we go back. Now you gotta grow one.
Oh God.
I know at a certain age everything stopped growing, but I'm just saying.
I can't. But this is why this is exactly why you cannot say a person can be submissive. That a person could be submissive because they can be submissive, but there's a greater level of maturity that person has to have.
Exactly.
A lot of times, a lot of us don't have it because we haven't appropriately dealt with past traumas of our life. So there's a strong barricade that keeps us from entering over to that place of maturity because we deal with these different barricades where sex is a performance and not a display of emotion.
If his sex is trash and he hitting all the other boxes, she gonna be cheating.
Right. Or she gonna cheat and she gonna spend his money. And I know people personally who have.
But wouldn't he do the same thing?
No, he wouldn't.
Him.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't cheat. He just gonna be faithful to his wife. He gonna be faithful to the wife that don't satisfy him.
What do you mean? A man? Because
I'm
a man
just
is going to
asking
get
a question.
satisfied.
Just like said, you're gonna learn. You gotta learn.
Right. A man is going to get satisfied. A man is not going to sit there and hump away and then nothing happen. A man's going to come to his climax and go to sleep. Where a woman is different. And for most part, for some women, it's just a combination of what
exactly, Pinky. I don't know what they're talking about.
No, but my point when we said that is that men cheat for less. Men don't need to cheat because you don't please them. Men cheat for less. Men cheat just so they can feel like they like their value. So
if men cheat for less, so what make you if a man will cheat for less, what make you think he won't cheat because he ain't happy sexually?
Because
it's the same thing. If you ain't happy, you ain't happy. Because if you're not happy with the sex that you're getting, you're not happy with it.
Here's the difference.
Because you want to have better, or you want to have better.
Nope. Here's the difference. A man can feel valued from their woman, and they will deal with everything else because they can appreciate that their wife values or their lady values them.
So are you saying basically, Derek, that a man will tolerate whack sex more than a woman will tolerate whack sex?
Right. Exactly. Not every man, because some men still have loyalty in them. Some men are not going to say, well, the sex is whack, so I'm going to go cheat. Some men don't believe in that. So what are you saying for them? Like we keep basing our thoughts off of like in this genre of all men cheat, but then you turn around and then say that when we speak on women, we can't speak of absolute.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Yeah, because you know me, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in adultery. I don't believe in cheating. I don't believe in stuff like that. I don't believe that another woman can fix your problems. I don't believe that. I believe that you'll be damaging your relationship, your household, putting your children in jeopardy, your family in jeopardy. You're discrediting your home. You're embarrassing your significant other. I just don't believe in that type of stuff. I truly don't. It's dishonorable. If I'm the man that's supposed to lead the family, I'm supposed to lead the family honorably. And I'm never going to have my family out in the street while somebody walk up and dishonor and disrespects my family. It's just not going to happen. So
Facts.
I don't believe in it. And I
I
know
think
in the last stat that I seen, out of the 20 million, probably like 90% of the men in America, black men in America, feel the same way that I feel. Remember, black men don't cheat.
I'm just gonna
Black men don't cheat.
And on that note of candid conversations,
We want to thank everybody for coming.
But nah, on the real, there's a lot of men. There's a lot of men that feel the way that I feel. I'm never gonna disrespect my family. I got especially I got boys that my son is 26 years old, and I can't be a leader and be the mentor to him if I'm doing worse than what he's doing. Like, I'm gonna make sure he's on the right path, and I'm worse than him.
yeah, I mean,
How
I get it.
am I gonna be what I expect my, a model of what my daughter should be looking for my girls to be looking for if I'm dishonorable?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe in that. I don't believe in adultery. I'm not married, but I don't believe in no type of extracurricular activities. I just don't believe in it. And I'm pretty sure that there's a bunch of men that feel the way that I feel.
Okay, we believe you, Sean.
I mean, you gotta believe me. You gotta believe about me.
You don't
Like,
believe.
my
I
life,
do believe that you don't believe in cheating and all
I'm
of that
about to
stuff.
say,
And
you
there's
didn't
a lot of other people that don't believe in
go
it.
research it. If you find
But
somebody, I want to
I'm
meet this
just
person.
amazed. But I think a lot of people feel the same way. A lot of people don't believe in cheating. It doesn't happen, yes, but I don't think everybody believes in cheating, especially when you marry. I don't believe people believe in cheating, and they just don't know how to deal with certain situations that go on in their marriages. That's why I feel like it's a lot of divorce going on, because people don't know how to tough it out and just
Yeah,
deal with the challenges and situations that come along your way.
I agree.
So,
But the threshold for tolerating or dealing with certain situations, they rather just be done with it, move on, and go to something new. I mean, to where it's like, sometimes it's you. Like they say, that weapon formed against me, not want me to prosper. Sometimes you the weapon that's formed against you, not allowing you to prosper. Sometimes that's just the truth. I mean, you just jumping from partner to partner to partner to partner to partner, and it's like, yo, what's the common denominator in all of these bad relationships? You.
Right. I say all the time that a lot of times your enemy is your inner me.
Nice. Beautiful.
Period. Like we're sometimes we look outside for the enemy, or we say the enemy is busy and all the rest of the stuff. But a lot of times it's deep within us.
Yep, the devil is busy.
And we move
the devil.
a certain type of way that puts us into crazy situations that we can't get out of, and then we want to say, well, the enemy is on me, the enemy is busy. No, sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's your toxic nature. Sometimes it's your bad decisions. Sometimes it's your mouth. It's your way of thinking. All these things put us in very bad situations that are not so easily to get out of.
Yeah, making permanent decisions on temporary emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes I see these arguments, and I hear little thing. I hear somebody say something, and I'll be like, "Ooh, you said that?"
Mm-hmm.
I said what I said.
I heard you. I mean, I can't tolerate that type of stuff. It's unattractive to me. I don't. It's very, very, very unattractive. When I see, like, just from a man's point of view, when I see a woman aggressively in a man's face, not saying whatever that man doing. I always tell, my female friends when I'm mentoring or whatever, there's a way to talk. There's a way to come across. There's a way, you can approach a situation. I'm most likely would never say certain things to you or call you out your name or or say you're a certain thing or whatever. I mean, so I don't expect somebody to speak a certain way. So to say, oh, I said it because I was mad. Well, you should never say that. Just because you was mad don't mean it justifies saying it. You know what I mean? Like,
I
but I
understand that.
see certain women in the streets and they be, like I told you, I heard a young girl tell a dude to suck her dick, and I'm like, that's okay.
Well,
That's why I
no,
told you before.
that's not.
If a man was like just think of the equivalent. You got a girl telling the dude in an argument, yeah, I suck my dick. Just imagine if that man was arguing and it was like, eat my coochie. You look at him like, what the fuck you say? What? So it's okay. It's made like I can't even. Just imagine. So women speaking like that, it's like where is that okay?
Nobody said that was okay.
No, I'm just saying it because it happens.
It
So
does happen, but nobody said that was okay. But nobody said that that's okay because it's not okay. But you got some people that'll deal with it. You got some people that like it because obviously they dating somebody.
I ain't gonna
Somebody
say
is
like it. I'm not gonna say like it.
somebody is boinking. So
I ain't gonna say like
somebody is
I think that
encouraging
goes back.
it.
I think that goes back to what Derek is saying, that like some, for the most part, men could be looked at as more tolerable of that disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what he was saying, because you'll see a 5'2" woman just going at
Don't
a
talk about
6 foot.
5'2" women.
I'm sorry that I yelled out your height. Going at a 6 foot man like she can whoop his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't get the hell out of here, but they'll tolerate it and just be like, go on about your business. I seen a video recently. The dude is trying to get out in his car, trying to close the door, and the child's mom is just in the door, and then people in the parking lot is like, hey, sis, just go on about your business. Go on about your business. Sis, like, don't. And eventually she kept going and kept going and kept going, and he hooked her. Bloom. And then it turned into something crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then they was back at home in the bed together that night. So
Which I don't condone it. I don't condone that at all. It's just that he tolerated it and tolerated yelling and screaming, and it's like nobody would come besides one person. But as soon as she hit him and he reacted, then the whole city came. So the aggression from women to men is way more tolerable than men to women. We've seen that plenty of times in our society and culture. We've seen
well, then maybe men should stop tolerating it if it's that big of an issue for all these
Because the moment
90% of men, then men need to stop tolerating it. Then, if a woman disrespects you, if a woman is disrespecting you, then wouldn't that be a reason for you to walk away?
Cousin, that's not the answer. The answer is stop being disrespectful.
Because the
Stop
moment
being disrespectful.
Because the moment a man says, I'm not going to take that anymore. Number one, most disrespectful women are going to come back and tell him to grow a pair. Oh, now you're female, or now you're emotional, or now you this, or now you that. It's always a step down, no matter where. So if a man stand and say, I'm not gonna take this from you anymore, it's always going to be a stab or a step down.
Yeah, he's either gonna hit you or try to remove himself, and it's gonna create more conflict. The answer is stop being disrespectful.
Right, nice and simple.
Yeah, the answer ain't stop tolerating it. No, stop being disrespectful.
Stop being. You can stop being, but you can stop it too, because it's just like everything else is a damn trend, right?
cousin.
So
So you don't agree? You
if
don't agree?
everybody is making it so acceptable,
No, that's not what I'm saying.
if
I'm
everybody
saying
is making that type of behavior acceptable, then it's acceptable. So
no,
that's
it's
why
not.
women do
No, it's
it. I'm just saying. That's why women, or if y'all feel like women are so disrespectful, that's why.
women, not women. Some
because
women, not women. Some women.
oh,
Some
never
women.
mind.
Oh, you see it. You
Never
seen it.
mind.
You seen it.
Never mind. I
Never
don't see
mind.
nothing. Never mind.
Yeah. Stop being
Now we at
disrespectful.
the never mind.
Just never mind.
Uh-huh.
Never mind. Not the verb. Never mind.
I ain't with the I was trying to make a point, but never mind.
She said we're
I,
not done.
I just
I
didn't hear.
surrender.
I
I
just
throw up my
didn't hear
white
you say.
flag.
I just didn't hear
I
you say.
just
I
throw up.
agree that they need to stop being disrespectful.
No, I was making a point, but
I didn't hear you
I
say.
wasn't able
The
to
one thing
finish
that I
it.
didn't hear you
I
say is they
wasn't
need to
able
stop
to
being
finish my
disrespectful.
point. So never mind. It's over.
I didn't hear you say, yes, those women need to stop being disrespectful.
Just because you didn't hear what you wanted to hear come out my mouth doesn't still mean that I wasn't finished with what I was saying. I was talking.
We heard you. They still need to stop
No,
being
you
disrespectful.
didn't, because you kept over talking me.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't
You
saying
was
nothing.
over talking me.
Nope. All I was saying, they need to stop being disrespectful.
And I heard that part.
But you don't agree.
It doesn't matter.
Woo, that sisterhood is strong.
It's
Damn.
in the past.
You can't even. What? Oh, damn.
And they coming. Look.
Thank you, Pinky.
Check your ring. I'm telling you. Check your ring.
Thank you, Pinky.
Check your ring. They warming up their cars. They're gonna come in full numbers. They're gonna spell you were wrong in your law.
Boy, that sisterhood strong.
Ain't got nothing to do with this, sister, because I was trying to talk, but you was over talking me. So that's why I just said never mind.
All I'm saying is we can hold men accountable and say men need to step up to the plate. Men need to hold the family down. Men need to stop being disrespectful. They need to stop committing adultery, and they need to stand up and be modeled.
You absolutely can.
Model mentors for our young men.
You
to
absolutely
follow, right?
can.
Well, now you over talking me.
Yep, I sure am, because
need to
now
stand
we
up.
understand how it is.
That don't bother me. That don't bother me. They need to be model mentors for these young
And
men.
nobody disagreeing with that.
But we can't even get the women to say, yes, women need to stop being disrespectful.
Because we don't have to say it when you want us to say it.
This is rebellious.
Woo.
When I was talking, I'm trying to make my point.
Women accountable. That's it. Nobody cares about that. You just don't want to hold women accountable.
I don't have to say what you want me to say when you want me to say.
I'm not saying you do.
Or if I
feel as though dialogue is
with it. If I feel as though I disagree with it, I feel as though I disagree with it, and I can also make my point of why I disagree with it. If I agree with it, then I will agree with it. And if I don't, I don't. And if I do, I do.
You're being rebellious. That's all. You're just being biased and rebellious. That's all. You're just biased and rebellious. It's an hour and 4 minutes.
I don't have to agree with the fact that you feel as though
I'm not saying you do. It's obvious that some women need to stop being disrespectful and going at men like that. They do. I don't want a man to react to those women, because that's gonna trigger me. That's gonna trigger me to have to act. Now we out there fighting and shooting and shit because
this person right here don't know how to tone it down or walk away. It's bigger than us on a podcast. They say
It's
all
a
the
choice.
time. They say all the time that a lot of
It's
these
a
shootings,
choice.
a lot of these shootings that's in the street is because a lot of these shootings in the street is because some young girl didn't know how to walk away and not argue back and forth. I'm gonna go tell my cousin. I'm gonna go tell my brother, and then when you find out what it's about, it wasn't even worth it. Now this young man done lost his life
Absolutely,
because somebody
Pinky.
stepped on somebody's shoes.
Yeah, because we make choices.
That's my point. So if we have more women to start shutting that attitude nonsense down, holding other women accountable, maybe we'll start seeing a change.
Who said that women don't hold women accountable?
I said more women starting to hold those women accountable even more. You may start seeing more of a change. That's all I'm saying. I can sit here and say more men need to step up to be men. That's why we creating initiatives for men to step up and do more and mentor and create programs and all of these different things. But if we can't even say, yeah, some of these women need to tone it down a little bit, and can't even get women to say, yeah, they need to. Like, we behind the eight ball.
It ain't that women can't say it.
All right.
It's just they won't say it right now because they won't say it right now because when they was trying to say what they wanted to say, you wouldn't. You kept over talking them. So because you was over talking them, they won't comment. They won't submit.
That's all, Derek. That's all deflection. All of
It's not no deflection. It is what it is, and it do what it do.
All right. I'm in.
And that's it. That's it, and that's all.
I heard you.
But you know, we women always is gonna. It's always us. It's never them. But it's good. It's all good.
Did not just say
it's more of us. It's more of us.
No,
our fault than it is.
Oh,
the
I
other
just
person's
said.
fault. But
I just said that's why.
You know, that's all it is. We understand.
That's why I said that. That's why we're creating programs. That's why we creating initiatives. That's why I came up and started the program Fathers for Fathers to teach men about family court system. I'm sorry.
I said it's all good. We know. We understand. You're teaching other men to be respectful and teaching them this and that. We know this already.
No, I'm just talking about holding men accountable. Holding men accountable for their actions with actionable items.
Yeah. Men hold men accountable, and for some reason, men hold men accountable, and for some reason, women don't hold women accountable. I don't understand.
You can't even get your. All right, let's get back to family.
Yeah, you can't get me to say I agree with you. That's what you can't get me to say.
Oh, you're just being rebellious. Yeah, yeah, we're just being rebellious now.
That's not being rebellious. I said what I said.
I heard.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all didn't get to hear what I was trying to say.
We're gonna stay on that. That's. We're just being rebellious now. Now you're being snappy. Now you're trying to be
I am because I'm tired.
Get your ass out of here.
I worked all day. I'm tired, and I am being snappy.
I get it. It don't work though.
And I wasn't trying to get it too.
Then why do it?
Do what?
Nothing.
Exactly. I'm not doing anything but speaking my mind.
I know.
If I'm allowed to.
Evidently you are.
Obviously I'm not. I'm not allowed to. So, you know, I'm just gonna sit here in my little court. I'm gonna lay down on my little pillow about my business.
You ain't holding women
accountable. Say farewell to everybody. You know, thank y'all for tuning in.
There we go.
I hope y'all come back next week.
Like she doing the show live from her bed and on her
I
pillow.
sure am. I'm laying right in my bed on my pillow.
Yeah.
The way she breathed just now It hit the pillow. We just knew.
That's right. I got in my bed. I'm laying on my big comfy pillow.
Well, that ain't fair. Let's finish this
So
show up. So we want to thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate everybody who had something to say. Melanie, I don't know what happened. Maybe next time you can hop on. But we appreciate everybody who came on. We will see you next week. As Roshan said, let's get back to family. As Kyra said, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue. And I will say good night. As Kyra say, that is it. And that is all.
Do what it do. And
So we say to y'all good night. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. And we will see you all on Tuesday. Nothing else happens. Good night.